All right, well we're back here in Madura at Melly 4x4. This is the OG where the car was built. This is where it all started from absolute scratch. These guys, this is actually the first Y62 they ever did, from start to finish, all the bars, wheels, everything.
Now every time when we come in here, there's always a Y62.
Yeah, they've done that.
On the hoist or waiting to get done.
He's definitely a Y62 specialist at the moment. So we bought it in. Since we left this, we've done about 30,000 Ks since we left on the full-time travels. So we've had, other than having a problem with the battery, which was aftermarket battery, that's been sorted. Literally had no issues with the car. It's been absolutely amazing. But in saying that, it is due for some TLC. So what we're doing today, we're chucking a new winch in the front. We're going with an ultra winch. We were originally running the carbon winch. We've gone through two of them now. Just had a bit of an issue in the solenoid with them sticking, and then the control box just ticks and no good. So I've just lost trust in it. So that's not what you want when you're out on these tracks that we do. So we're getting rid of that. We're going to give the ultra winch a try. So we're chucking that in. Front bar's got to come off for that. So we're going to get the front bar repainted. It's had a couple of little dings as we've been going along. So trying to keep the thing neat as well. So that's getting done on the front. Getting a light wide in on the front. We're also getting we've got a 1200 X-ray quad optic light bar going on the roof. That's going to be sick. So we're going to have 3 spotties plus the light bar on top. It's going to be
scared of the dark now.
Yeah, going to absolutely just burn in the road. We've got some custom made brackets from Patriot Games. So mega lightweight. It's going to go up on the roof rack there. One of our air compressors in the back hasn't been working for quite a while, so we're going to get that fixed. We're going to chuck a solar input for the battery in the rear. So we've got some external solar panels now. So I've only got a 120 amp iTech battery in the back there, which has been good. But
when we're parked up for a couple of days, it goes flat.
Gone flat a couple of times, and we got the older model. So if it goes flat, literally have to jump start the friggin' battery.
And we usually jump start it using the motorbike.
Because we usually by ourselves. So yeah, it's been a bit of a pain in the ass, and just going over a couple of things, and then we're going down to On Track 4x4 on Monday to get a couple of mods done and service and all that stuff. So going to get into it now, give us some love, and then should be ready to finish off the year for us.
Good to go.
All right, we've been down to the guys at United Panel Works. They're going to repaint the front bar. So again, it was going to be off anyway, so we thought we might as well try and when the time comes to sell the car, and we're going to clean it up anyway. So might as well get it done and keep it looking good. She's got to get us through the rest of the year. And then we're going to decide what we're going to do with it. So yeah, the guys are hooking that up now. Driving to Colorado. I'm driving Chris's car from Melly 4x4. We have not driven to Colorado since. I drove Spud's ones actually, but since we used to own a Colorado, for those that didn't know, she didn't make it past Cape York. But it's just crazy to feel I used to think dual cabs were, your big sort of truck thing, but once you're sort of in the patrols and the Rams and stuff like that, you realise sort of how sort of small they are, but they're still so nice to drive. But anyway, we're gonna hopefully hopefully gonna have that done tomorrow afternoon. About to chuck the bar and that on. We're still just deciding whether we keep the 3 lights across the front. It's a fair bit of weight since we've added the roof rack. We're about chucking a light bar on. The car can be 4 ton, but obviously we can't be 4 ton plus our tow ball. So the car's about 3.5, maybe a sort of touch over now with this extra gear. So we have solved one issue. Obviously me being busted up now. The bike's not going to be. There's no point really taking the bike with us on our travels for the rest of the year. Pretty much not going to be able to use it, or else I'm just going to be tempted to use it, which isn't probably a good idea. So with our caravan weights as well, we were we're going to sort of have 1.5, 2 tanks full. Then we're sort of really pushing that weight. So with that bike coming off, it's sort of solved one problem for now. So we're just trying to decide, just trying to change up the look a little bit on the car and just sort of decide what we're going to do there. But I think the front end painted, new winch, all that stuff. The light bar, it's going to be looking schmicko. Alright, it's down at On Track 4x4 in Melbourne. We're about to pick up the car. It's actually been in here all week. We've actually been driving the Boss Man's On Track Y62 trial round for the weekend. That's got a little supercharger in there, so nice. it was very nice to drive. That's a sort of, I've driven one before at the bush. But not having one for a week and still in the sort of more highway and just normal day-to-day driving. Like obviously it sounds awesome that you can't beat that sound of that supercharger whine. But look, like just normal driving, obviously you don't know the difference. It just feels exactly the same. Obviously you get up it, only go up once or twice. It's not my car to flog around. So you do notice that instant power there. I wouldn't say like
it's not like snap your neck sort of style, but it's definitely more go there. Obviously didn't tow with it, but again you would notice the difference towing there. But the fuel usage, you definitely do notice that. Like I know Andrew's got a few things he's got to fix up with this one. It's done a few Ks and all that stuff, but like we're averaging high 20s and that around town and freeway, which is usually where you do pretty good fuel mileage. So look, like again, we had ours booked in ages ago. We actually again talk out of it by Harab just because of fuel of the remote places we're going and all that stuff. So I'm actually glad we didn't do it. just personally, if we still lived around a town and just doing bush trips and always had 98 and all that stuff, I'd probably 100% do it, definitely. But for remote touring, all that sort of stuff, I think you'd get over the fuel usage and that.
That's just, get sick of it. Yeah.
That's just my personal personal take on it. So picking up the car today, we had its service. It's overdue for a service. Just one of these guys are the absolute experts in Y62.
We trust them so much with our beloved Y62.
Yes, we just wanted everything just done properly, looked over, transmission flushed. That's one thing, and this tells you that does need to happen. Say it's lifetime oil, and it's a sealed box, which is absolutely trash. Every 20,000-30,000 Ks tops if you're towing. Get it done by someone that knows what they're doing.
Yep.
We've got a few exciting things in the back as well. So I'm going to show you guys that once we get back there. Once we get out and just test this and just have a bit of a spin, we'll show you what we got there. It's actually it's one of the first. Well, I know it's for these guys, their kit. There's a couple others. Well, actually, it's sort of one out there. It's a different sort of kit though. But this is the first customer car that it's gone in. So I think if this is good, I haven't driven it yet. It's going to be an absolute game changer for the Y62s. But again, massive shout out to these guys. Just the service you get from this crew is just absolute top notch. You'd think they only service and work on Y62s. There's always that many, but they do everything. Any car you got.
There is one. They have all patrols in at the moment. There's one 200 series.
Yeah, but any car you got, people would sometimes randomly assume that they're just a Y62 only. But obviously they're the specialists for them. But any car you got, these guys are do absolutely amazing work. So anyway, we're about to go take this thing back.
Hook on,
and we're going down to Gambi for up about an hour and a half.
We're right down in Melbourne. So
going up for
up from here.
Gambi leisure park, absolute sick park down there for a Lotus Caravans meetup. Let's go. All right, well, here we are in the Gambi Caravan Park. We're actually leaving at the moment, so we didn't really have much time once we got here to go around and film and stuff again. We're just at a caravan park, so nothing too interesting going on. But we had the Lotus Caravans meetup. If you've been to this caravan park before, you'll know how good this place is. It is absolutely huge here. Nice green grass, lake here. There's actually Australian titles rowing competition on the moment, so there's people everywhere. But I think it's about $45 a night, powered water, all that stuff, which is pretty good. Obviously, probably changes throughout the year, but I thought that was pretty good. Had a live band, food trucks and all that the other night. Just awesome. Lotus never mess around for their owners. Always put on a very, very good show. So we did all that, had a little bit of downtime just to sort of relax as well. The weather was a bit overcast on one of the days, but it's been absolutely amazing. If you're in Victoria, definitely get down and check out this place here. Yeah. It's absolutely perfect around here. So we'll go back and just show you a couple of things that happened over the weekend. It's a little flashback, I guess. So that we're actually packing up now. We've got the caravan show this week. We are going to go try and find a quick little river campsite. Looks like there's a couple just down the road. So we're killing to have a fire, just relax by ourselves for night too. It's going to be a very hectic week ahead. I've just ducked down the road. We're down at Mitchellstown, which is literally a 15-minute drive from where we're at in Gambi here. It's on Majors Creek, so we're at reserve number 3 here. When we're driving in, it's meant to be a pretty busy spot on weekends and that, so we're here on Sunday mid-morning, so a few people have sort of been clearing out, but on the way in, there was a couple of people there, found sort of a good spot. Come to the next spot, which is the main bit, number 2, packed, like there's still just... Couldn't have got in there at all. And then we've come around like I'm literally like 100 meters, 200 meters down the road, and not one person in this whole stretch. You know, I think it's actually a better stretch of creeks. It always pays to come and have a bit of a look around. So I've got an awesome spot here on the creek. This place is free, not that far from Melbourne. We're literally like an hour from Melbourne, so again, this is why it'd probably be a pretty busy spot on weekends and public holidays and all that stuff. So not much reception out here, so we're gonna set everything up here, set the internet up, all that stuff, get organised. This is gonna be a bit of a chill afternoon for the caravan show this week. But yeah, there's not much firewood around, so we're gonna unhitch, go try and find some firewood. I've not used my chainsaw in that long. We haven't been places that you can have a fire. Since we've been back, we've sort of been at home and camped up at my parents and Mikayla's parents and that, so extremely keen to get a fire going. It's pretty cool, so I reckon an early afternoon fire and all that. It's gonna be absolutely awesome. Sun's starting to come out, perfect. I want to show you guys quickly again, we've only had this new air suspension in the Patrol for literally a couple of days. We just went to the caravan park, pulled up, haven't really had to play with it that much. But one thing that we found is really handy, especially where we are right now, we're on a bit of an angle here on the caravan. You usually have to put some chocks of wood underneath the jockey wheel to really lift it up really high to get it off the ball. So what we've done now, I've just chucked the jockey wheel in. It's just normal height here. So Mikayla you drop the bags, Kayla? And just like that, she's off. Have a look at this. It's just slammed on its ass. How good's that? Heap off the tow ball there, so we can just drive forwards, put the bags back up. Just got to drop the hitch, drop the jockey wheel a little bit. Van's level, so it's an easy as that. And of course, when we come to rehitch, if you're in the same sort of situation, you can just drop the car down, back underneath, jack it up to your level. And happy days. How good is that? I want to show you guys what we got from the guys at Easy Anchor. So I'm not going to lie, we had this sitting in our cart online for over a week. I'd heard all the hype about them and stuff, and we just got a brand new sea gear mat, so we want to get some new pegs. We originally had the little ones from Bunnings, and had like the sort of, they were drilling one, but they really poked out the top, and they weren't the most sharpest things, and they just we had enough of them. So $88 for these. I got 8 pegs and 8 little anchors that go on top of you, which I'll show you in 2 seconds. So definitely steep. Like for freaking, again, I couldn't do it. It took nearly a week. I'm like, because that was plus postage. It was like $110 or something for 10 pegs, which definitely hurt. But this is the second time we use them. The first time was in the Gambi in the green grass there. So be able to drill them in now. Comes with a little hex head attachment. You can chuck it in your drill or in your impact driver. I'm using the impact driver here. So the thing I do like about it though is when you go down, it's nice and flat. Other ones are stuck out of the ground, and you'd be constantly tripping over them. So we'll just bang one in over here. Yeah, they're nice and definitely made well. 100%, there's no doubt about that. The ground's not too... That's sweet. And then for over here, we've got 3 Navigator awning buddies. We have an awning now again. So the breeze is only blowing just a little bit at the moment, but we've just been running 3 of these all the time now, even if there's no wind. A little bit anal on that since losing our awning. So any little breeze, we start getting a little bit nervous. So this is how the little anchors work for this. So all it does, it just simply goes on there like that. Hook it on, do a little bit of a round about there, a little bit of an angle. Always drill on a bit of an angle. Whoops, almost did me finger. Like that. Happy days. And then one thing we've learned from navigating, I always used to be the worst for tying these down too much, so that's actually nearly about there. You sort of want to just have it nice and hand tight. You want that spring there to be able to do its thing with the awning. So that's happy days there. Again, I'm stoked of it. I'm over it now. They are definitely expensive. They do a Caravan starter kit, which is like 200 and something bucks, I think, which you get a bit more gear. You might end up grabbing a couple more pegs, but yeah, I know people always asking about pegs and stuff like that. I didn't know. We bit the bullet and got them. Definitely worth it. Well, we managed to find some wood. We actually got really, really lucky. There was a camp down there. They actually gone and collected a fair bit. Now they're not fun. They've actually headed off. They actually had quite a bit of a pile left there and said we could come grab it. So it was an absolute blessing because there wasn't too much around here, which is awesome. So I just wanted to show you guys. This is what we actually do. We haven't got the dog here at the moment, but this is our Navigator dog hammock from the back here. So if you don't have a roof rack, we do have a roof rack. Got some on top there. One actually just rolled off. We're literally just down the road. So Mikayla's I'm still limping at the moment on my knee, so she's just gone and grabbed that log there. So I got a couple of beauties up on the roof there. But you can also use this for dirty stuff. So we've piled this up with wood here. All you do is just pull it out, and then take it out, blow it out, and Awesome's going to save all your leather and that in the back there. So another good use for that, which we found is extremely handy. So just the wind has died down now. Could not be any nicer here. Time to crank this fire up, cut some wood, and chill out.